What's up, you beautiful Gerks? It's your boy Gerk and Chill here. Wanted to go over some changes that I would really like to see in the first Descendant, specifically on my favorite character, Valby. Now, I know the devs have said that they are pretty happy with where Valby is at. They think she's in a good spot, and she is. She definitely is very, very good. But I think the changes that I am proposing for her will ripple around all the descendants and actually benefit more than just Valby. What change do I want? Well, right now, Valby can do a lot of different builds, right? And if you don't know all of her abilities, I can go over them
What do you
really
get
quickly.
when you mix water
She can
and
throw a
salt?
water bullet that explodes to do damage and leaves a puddle. She can do a teleport plop that she can do
Of course.
to explode and do damage. She can run on water really, really quick, and that will blow up your enemies essentially, drowning them. And then she can make a laundry bomb that gets bigger and bigger and does a ton of damage. And then depending on what modules you pick, she can get more damage and puddles and all sorts of crazy stuff. That's her at a rudimentary level. Now, the build that I'm using right now, just for this video, is just basic normal supply moisture, right? Whole point of this build is you get your enemies all grouped up, you get them all wet, and then you just watch your DPS numbers go, right? Like they just die by themselves. And I know, yeah, they'll just die by themselves. They'll take damage. These are maximum level dudes, just so you know. Just for the sake of the video, I just made the hardest ones I could make. So she'll continuously do damage with that ability. Notably, it's the fastest way really to play her. I mean, there's builds where you can do the little
Here I
laundry
go.
bomb, and then that does tons of damage, and you spam that out. There's builds where you use your little laundry bombs, and that's more for boss nuking, and you can do crazy stuff with that as well. But uh, I think a lot of people, their favorite way to play her is simply just the water
That's
walker,
yours.
where you're going around the map, you're coating everything in water, and everything's dying. And that's where a lot of the popular farms came in. However, this most recent update, they did add the new system of weapon cores into the game. And one of the weapon cores lets you get sprint speed. Now, I think you all know where I'm going with this. Currently, you can get sprint speed on weapons to make you sprint faster, and you can also use your inversion reinforcement to give yourself adrenaline rush, which gets you moved quicker. And I'm actually going to change this one just because why not? To let you move quicker. Now, that makes it so you can see my Valby runs extremely fast. If I were just to, do a rough count running across the stage here, starting here, to get to the end, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And right at pretty much 9, the run ends, right? You hit the wall, and you can't run into the water. Your character auto stops, just so you know. Um, Now, if I were to use my water ability, which is supposed to be her, like, fast ability, this is how long it takes.
Ah,
1,
slide.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's about a whole second faster, right? Or slower. Um, why that's frustrating? Well, this ability is meant to give her a speed buff, right? She's supposed to be faster in the ability, but she's slower because the other buff only buffs sprint speed. You can see it gives her 1,000 movement speed, right? So she should be a lot quicker. And the old way, before they had this change of having the movement speed buffs in the game and stuff, was that this was just way faster. You could kind of keep up with Bunny and her sprint, your Inez, all that good stuff. But Inez, notably, gets the buff from this sprint thingy, and she gets the buff from her sprint buff in her 4. Bunny gets this buff, this sprint thingy, and gets the one from her supercharged state, but Valby doesn't. And there's a couple exceptions to other characters that also don't get this speed buff because they're not technically sprinting. What I would like is for them either to change this to say sprint speed, from sprint speed to movement speed, or just rework Valby's liquefied state so that when I'm in this mode, I'm getting the movement speed buff that I have from my other weapons. I think that would just go so hard. The other thing I'd really like them to change with Valby is that if I get this guy wet right here and he starts splashing like that, you see that animation? I want that splash to coat these guys and get them wet and to continue the splash ripple, almost like Freyna's poison. I just think that would make her a lot more playable and more fun. Maybe you need to nerf another aspect of her to make that happen, but I feel like the only thing she can really do in like a 400% or like a high mob density situation is, fly through people or use a gun that has big damage, right? Because she also can do some really cool gun builds. But that is infinitely slower than just shooting lightning as Inez, running through his bunny, shooting one poison mine as Freyna, flying through at light speed on your Luna, who also can use this weapon, by the way, and get a speed buff, right? That's until she pulls out her signature weapon, and then she slows down. But my point is, if they made it so this sprint speed was just movement speed and it applied to all movement abilities in the game, that would be sick. I also would like specifically those stats to transfer over to unique weapons. I think that would be huge because the unique weapons not being able to get weapon mod stuff transferred over to them makes them feel like infinitely worse than just like using a normal weapon. Imagine Valby Laundry Bomb if you could core the thing or if it just took whatever weapons cores you were currently using and you could buff it that way. Like that would be crazy. That would be so good. I think that would be awesome. It would really help out some weaker descendants. Now, like Luna would also be able to go much faster. Bunny already has the super speed. Let's look at all the descendants just so
What do
make
you
sure I'm
get
not
when you
forgetting
mix
anybody.
water
Viessa
with
already gets it
fire?
as well because she's holding the gun and she literally sprints with her speed buff. Um, it would
Of
help Luna
course.
because of the signature weapon, makes her slower than when she doesn't have it out. Glay already gets it. Haley already gets it. Freyna already gets it. So does Sharon. I don't play the dudes really, so I don't super know how they are. So really, maybe this only benefits Valby, Valby and Luna, and that's okay. They're beloved characters. People like them. I don't think it would break the game to put this in, and I don't think it'd be particularly hard for the devs to put it in. But there is one character I am omitting from this equation. Serena. Serena's a flying descendant, and I watched the stream. We all did. It was my most viewed video, which was crazy. So thank you guys. We all watched the stream, and she doesn't really fly. She slow falls,
What do you get when
meaning
you mix?
she's not sprinting. I would love if I could put the movement speed buffs on her weapons to make her fly faster. I think that would be so sick because I don't want to just play a sitting duck in the air. I don't want to play a slow little helicopter. I want to play an F-150. Well, that's a truck. But, I want to play a fighter jet. I want to be fast. I want her to be able to keep up with Bunny and everyone else cuz currently the fastest descendant kills everything before you even get there, and that's boring. So if there's a way to make my character faster, I would love that. And there's no way to make you anyone as quick as Bunny. That's just not going to happen, right? But if other people can at least keep up and have that as an option, that would be cool. Because it feels bad when my only way to keep up with Valby is to play her build that focuses around her one and just sprint. Literally, you just do this and it comes off cooldown really fast on that build and you just keep doing that. When really, I should be able to just do this and water walk through the mall super, super fast and clear. And this is, I know, like, world's tiniest violin, small issue that not too many people are going to care about, but I'm sure every Valby main would love these changes. Every Luna main would love these changes. I do want to talk about a little bit about Inez while I'm on this video as well.
What do you get when you
There
mix
is some
water
stuff
and
about how
fire?
she's getting nerfed, right? And this video is mostly going over changes I want to happen in the game. I think what I think they're gonna do is just tune her numbers down. I think she's just gonna do less damage, and then I think the arcade skill tuning is gonna make her feel kind of similar to the way she does now, it almost rebuffing her back up. That's the easy thing they could do. I think the more unpopular thing that would really rein her in is they're either gonna make it harder for her to gain her signature plasma energy, which I don't want because that's boring, or they make her not get a movement speed buff from her 4. I think if they remove the movement speed buff from her 4, it tones her power down dramatically. I don't think that's a thing I've seen anyone else really talk about, but that movement speed buff lets her fly through dungeons. Like, she flies so far. And she can do this thing where she's bunny hopping like this, right? And in between every one, she's launching all of her abilities without ever slowing down. And it's even faster than I'm doing it right now because she has that insane buff. It is crazy. So that would be the kind of the stuff that I would kind of expect them to nerf. We'll find out, in like 2 days what the actual nerf is. So this video, I don't actually know what they're changing. I'm not sponsored like that. But let me know kind of what changes you guys are hoping to see. There's a lot of really cool descendants in this game, and it would be great if they were all equally, viable in the end game. Currently, most of them actually are doing pretty good. I can even clear like Void Purge with Valby. It's not as good as Glay, but like I can do it. She can clear all the bosses and stuff, but I just want her to feel as cool for mobbing. And as a Valby main, I can ask for things. Maybe they'll happen, maybe they won't. Let me know what you want to happen. And I might make a video reacting to all of your guys' great and wild ideas. Love you all so much. Thank you for watching the videos so far. The channel growth has been incredible. The streams have been doing really well, especially since the multi streams to YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok have all started. Thanks for all the great comments. I know some of the comments seem a bit negative, but I just enjoyed the discourse. It's all good here. All the likes and shares also have been greatly appreciated. And some of you guys have even joined the Discord. That's been super sweet. The link is going to be down below. So if you guys want to join the Discord and hang out and play some games, I'll be more than happy to have you. But without further ado, I'll let you guys get back to your day.